We love our pets, and if they were anxious, stressed, or fearful, of course we'd want to help them. But a new book says many dog owners miss the cues that something may be wrong, and it can result in an unhappy pet, often with behavior problems. Dr. Marty Becker is one of the authors of a book called From Fearful to Fear-Free. He's here now with some good advice for us. Hi, Dr. Becker, how are you?
Hello, friend. This is Pierre, my little buddy here.
Hi, Pierre. So I was so surprised when I looked at your book, Dr. Becker, because it pains me to think that our animals may be suffering and we don't even know it. Is that the case for all dogs?
Well, you know what's funny? Dr. Oz calls me America's veterinarian, and I've been a lifetime pet lover, written 25 books, and I didn't even know the damage we were doing until 8 years ago. I listened to a lecture from a boarded veterinary behaviorist that we were causing repeat severe psychological damage to pets. And it was not only affecting their emotions, but affecting them physically as well. And so it's kind of become my life's mission as I head into the last chapters of my life we call it taking the pet out of petrified and putting the treat into treatment.
So let's talk about how we would know if our pet was distressed in some way.
So I'll give you 3 scenarios. The first one happens irregularly but is severe. Thunderstorms, 4th of July, start of hunting season, neighbor doing target practice, any loud noises. The second one would be something like everyday activities. You just go for a walk in the neighborhood. There's one area where there's this aggressive dog that charges a fence, or you meet somebody at the dog park that has a dog that causes your pet to have fear, anxiety, and stress. And in the worst situation, the worst affected are dogs with separation anxiety. You shut that door and that dog literally thinks it's going to die. It's not unlike a child that's at the mall that loses its mother, that degree of panic. And so in the past, we either thought, taking it to the vet, it was stressed, or noise phobias or separation anxiety, they'd get over it. We didn't realize we were causing repeat severe psychological damage to these pets, and it was hurting them actually not only live a worse life, but live a shorter life.
So what can we do when we think we recognize something in our pets?
So if you have any situation where your pet is panting, is salivating, is yawning, they're shaking dry like they've taken a bath but they're not wet, they're hiding, they're doing leaning away from things like that. First of all is identify what the trigger is. So if it's a noise phobia, rather than just ignoring it, you would do 1 or 2 or 3 things. The first thing I would tell one of my clients is start out with a thunder shirt, which is a compression garment. It works like swaddling a baby. It works like a hug you give somebody when they're in emotional distress. Then I would go to a product that was like a nutraceutical or a chill pill that your veterinarian might recommend. If that didn't work, I would go to an FDA-approved product. So a veterinarian, for example, has a new product called Celio that actually works to get rid of noise phobias. And the other thing is find a healthcare professional near you, or a groomer or a trainer that's gone through fear-free training, so they know how to, literally take the pet out of petrified and put the treat into treatment. Like, I still practice as a veterinarian, and now that we've been implementing these procedures, we have these dogs dragging the owner into the veterinary clinic versus the owner trying to drag them in.
Wow, that makes such a big difference. Such great information. Thanks so much for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, friend.
All right, you'll find From Fearful to Fear-Free wherever you buy your books.